Alright, guys. So this is the next installment of whatever the devs for Survivor Thailand are doing with their millions of games. They reached out to me and they're like, you should totally check out this one. So I'm just like, okay. Because, you know, every single one of their games I've just been buying at this point. So, anyway, new game. Same format, guys. I'm going to be asked a bunch of questions, and there's always themed in some sort of way. So let's see what the theme is this time. Hello and welcome to whatever you'd like to call this. What did I title this? The Journey or something. We're calling it The Journey or something. I woke up this morning, much like many mornings for a long time now, wondering what my purpose was in life. I woke up questioning whatever or not I wanted to be here. I woke up with the same thoughts that run through my head every single day. Why am I the way that I am? Why do I do the things that I do? Why am I so unhappy? What could ever make me happy? Can anything ever make me happy? When quiz, we will see. I think many people ask themselves the same questions on a daily basis, and I think that it's probably fairly common and normal, so to speak. I think that speaking to a therapist, taking medication, or speaking to a close family member or friend are all very potentially viable options that should be considered if you're hurting. Okay. Some of us have tried some of these options. Some of us have tried all of these options. And some of us don't have these options at our disposal. That's true. You're slightly covering the woman's horse, Mr. Horse. I'll move it. There we go. Happy? Alright. Okay. And I would like to invite you to a perspective that often helps me at times. I would like to share with you things that might help with something you are struggling with in life. This is not a replacement for therapy, medication, or talking about your feelings, emotions, troubles, and traumas with someone close to you. I had a feeling they were going to have to specify this. This is something to be added to those things, if you feel that those things would be beneficial to you. Hey, Drago. I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know where my journey is going to take me. But I know that if I don't start walking forward, my journey isn't going to take me anywhere. So with that being said, this is just another step forward on my journey in life, to find my purpose, and if it helps someone else in the process, then great. If this doesn't help someone, then at least I gave it a shot, took a chance, took a step forward in my own journey through life, and figured out what doesn't work. Which is a very important part of the journey too. One thing that I've learned along the way is that life isn't about succeeding all the time. Life is 90% about failure and reacting to that failure and pushing forward. Life isn't about being a good or bad person. Life is about being you and letting others be themselves. Something I'd like to mention before moving forward. This session isn't free, obviously, but it comes with an intentionally low price tag. People will always ask, if you truly care about helping someone, why don't you do it for free? The answer to that is simple. For the same reason most people don't do things for free. Not because they don't want to, but because they have bills to pay and mouths to feed. You did this exact same thing in the last game, developer. Because doing anything is an investment of time and money. Simply because they can't afford to do the things for free, even if they really want to. On the flip side of that, I've done what I can to make this as low cost as possible. And, with that being said, I guess we're going to start now. I'm intentionally keeping this session short enough so that it can fall under the requirements for a refund of your money back if you don't feel it has helped you in some way, shape, or form. Ooh. Bold decision. I don't want you to use your money on something that doesn't give you some benefit, plain and simple. If anything you find in this session does benefit you, take it and apply it to your life. Even if it's only 10% of whatever is stated here today, use what works for you. And whatever is useless to you, whatever we talk about that doesn't apply, just completely discard it. Whatever applies to you will not apply to others, and whatever is useless to you will be useful to others. Everyone thinks differently, everyone feels differently, and just because everyone hurts doesn't mean we all hurt the same. So again, much like anything in life, take what applies to you and use it moving forward and discard the rest. You're not going to like everything you read, everything you see, everything you play, or every experience you have. It just means it wasn't meant for you, and that's okay. So with all that being said, let us continue. One of the things I've often struggled with has been finding a purpose in life. Thanks, Drago. I think it's something we all face at some point. There are a few of us who know exactly what we want, and no one truly knows where they're headed, even though sometimes we think we do. Life always has a way of throwing twists and turns in the road for us, and things don't always work out exactly as we expect or hope. Something I've learned is that in order to start your journey, you literally have to start. Now, that sounds dumb and oversimplified, I know, but what I mean is, oftentimes, we get caught up by a phenomena known as paralysis by analysis, where we analyze everything and research on how to get started so much to the point where we never actually start. This means we waste time, stagnate, and paralyze ourselves from moving forward. We overthink and get stuck in the planning phase, meaning we never actually accomplish whatever it is we wish to accomplish. One of the best ways to combat this is to simply just start doing something. It doesn't mean we have to be the something that you want it to be. It can literally be anything. It could be something you have absolutely no interest in whatsoever. The act of moving forward is going to help you figure out what it is you want to do. It's not going to just fall in your lap. This big epiphany is not going to just come to you when you're looking for it. That's just how it is. That's just isn't how it works. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and in response to your answers to the questions, I'm going to provide you with an idea or hobby to pursue. Oh, okay, this is different. This idea or hobby that you'll be pursuing is not meant to be your final destination. It's not meant to be your destiny or your purpose, so to speak. All it is meant to be is the first step in moving in a forward direction. Once you start doing whatever it is that's recommended to you, you will find what your true calling is along the way. Don't focus on the destination. Don't try and guess where you'll end up. Stop overcomplicating everything. If the answer you receive at the end is, go shovel snow for an hour every day, if you don't have snow, go shovel sand instead. Don't ask yourself, why the hell would I bother wasting my time with that? Instead, just understand that you're here for a reason. You've tried many things that you thought might work for you, and they didn't. If you want to build a life that you've never had, then you've got to go about it in a way that you never have. If you just keep doing the same things over and over, you'll only ever obtain the same results. As much as we want to bash our heads against the wall, hoping that it will eventually break, it's very unlikely to happen. We might find that if we turn around and go in a better direction, then just maybe we'll end up on an entirely different path that leads to something awesome that we never knew existed. That's the purpose of this exercise. Not to tell you what you want to hear, not to make you feel good, not to make you relax, not to take your depression or anxiety away. Just simply to get you moving in a direction, any direction. Now, again, you can totally just read your answer at the end and say, nah, fuck that, not interested. That's perfectly acceptable. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not in charge of you. You are. It's your choice. Everyone makes their own grown-up decisions, and everyone can interpret this session how they choose to. As I said, if something benefits you, use it. If it doesn't, discard it. There is only one person in charge of your life, your direction, and your purpose, and that person is you. You have the power to do anything you want, or nothing at all. All I'm attempting to do is tell you what works for me personally, what helps me personally. You can take the same idea and premise and roll with it, or don't. Now, I think I've rambled on for far too long and have beaten the metaphorical horse to death thrice over. Good. We gotta keep beating the horse. So let's get on to the questions, shall we? Some of these questions may be familiar to you, and some will be entirely different. The most important part is to answer them as honestly as you can, and truly take the time to ponder on each question to make sure you're answering them properly, as there is no going back to previous questions. I'd like to invite you to turn off the lights for a more peaceful experience. Nothing is going to jump out at you. You may also grab a glass of water to sip on throughout the remainder of... Well, I'm fasting, so that ain't happening. Of our session if you choose. Before we start, I'd recommend closing your eyes and taking 5 deep breaths. Inhaling until your lungs are full of oxygen, and then exhaling until your lungs are completely empty. Alright, let's do it. Okay, did it. Rinse and repeat this simple process before continuing on to the question portion. Take control of your breathing. Flush anything out of your mind that could be potentially distracting, and just try to be in the moment. This will help you open up a more primal part of your brain and assist you to answer the questions with more clarity. We'll start very simple and work our way into harder questions as we go. If you don't understand a question or you don't feel like it applies to you, just create your own scenario in your head where the question would make sense. Your brain will subconsciously make it relevant to you. I'll give you a couple of words to choose from, and I want you to choose the word that resonates best with you. Whether you just like the word better than the other, or perhaps it describes you more suitably. Now let us begin. Solid or soft? I'm gonna go with soft. Cynical or genial? I'm gonna go with cynical. Pessimist or optimist? Optimist. Artistic or athletic? Artistic. Happy or sad? Happy. Dark or light? Dark. Dull or vibrant? Vibrant. The number 6 or the number 7? 6. The number 11 or the number 13? 11. Original or remake? Original. Sweet. Spicy or sour? I'm gonna go with spicy. Breakfast or dinner? I'm gonna go with dinner. Brunch or lunch? Lunch. Hot dog or hot cat? Never mind, don't answer that. Okay. Meal or snack? Meal. Bill or Ted? Bill. Drugs or alcohol? Drugs. Loud or quiet? Quiet. Creative or destructive? Creative. Fast or slow? Fast. Nerdy or geeky? Nerdy. Elegant or plain? Let's go with... Which one do I like more? I'm gonna go with... plain. Basic or complex? Complex. Funny or smart? Funny. Romance or horror? Horror all the way. Books or movies? Movies. Music or games? Obviously games. Lover or fighter? Lover. Sexy or thoughtful? Thoughtful. Alright, now that the simplistic variation of the questions are out of the way, we'll move on to something with a little more substance. Really try and think hard on these. They hold weight and value, and as silly as some of them may seem, they offer insight into your mentality and way of decision making. Would you rather run a mile or walk 2 miles? Let's walk. Would you rather wrestle a bear or kickbox a kangaroo? I'm gonna kickbox a kangaroo. Would you rather have 12 hours of heavily broken sleep or sleep for a solid 3 hours? Well, my normal sleep cycle is pretty broken, so this is more familiar to me. Would you rather spend your time with friends or family? I'm gonna go with friends because that's what I normally pick. Would you rather have a lot of friends but no family, or lots of family but no friends? I'd rather have a lot of friends. Would you rather wear a hat forever or shave your head forever? Hat. Would you rather be covered in tats or never have a tattoo? Never have a tat. Would you rather pierce your tongue or pierce your nose? Probably my nose. Would you rather give up your favorite food or your favorite drink? I would probably give up my favorite food. Would you rather eat only ice cubes for hydration or only eat food that's gone through a blender for nutrition? Let's go with blended food. No. Ice cubes. Would you rather have the ability to teleport or fly? Probably fly. Would you rather be able to see through walls or break through walls? Let's see. Would you rather spend a night in a haunted house or a day in a haunted asylum? Let's go with a day in a haunted asylum. That sounds interesting. Would you rather join the circus or go skydiving? Circus all the way. Would you rather be alone forever or constantly surrounded by strangers that don't speak your language? Always be surrounded by foreign strangers, because that sounds really interesting. Would you rather be comfortable but never grow or be uncomfortable but experience major growth? I'm going to go with uncomfortable. Would you rather be big and strong or tiny and smart? Well, that's literally what I am. So are we doing Survivor and see who wins? Because in the past few months, I've been doing a training arc since the Hunger Games. We should do the Hunger Games again on stream, actually. Would you rather be famous or infamous? Famous. Would you rather be really good at something but never get credit for it, or be really bad at everything but everyone knows who you are? I'm gonna go with this one because this is funny, and that's basically what I got. Would you rather cook food in a frying pan or bake food in an oven? I like baking. Baking is fun. Would you rather cook or clean? I actually like both, to be honest. Cooking and cleaning is both fun. But cleaning is more therapeutic. Would you rather paint or draw? Draw. Would you rather sing to music or dance? Sing. I love singing. Would you rather read or write? I'm gonna go with write. Would you rather go to a concert or stay home alone? Stay home alone. Would you rather be in the sunshine or snow? Snow all the way. Would you rather 1,000 enemies that dislike you or one supervillain that... I'd rather have one supervillain. That sounds funny. Would you rather eat raw fish or eat raw beef? Probably raw beef is going to be more dangerous, so let's go with raw fish. Would you rather be successful at something you don't enjoy or never be successful at all? I'd rather be successful at something I don't enjoy, because that could be still pretty lucrative, right? Would you rather do something you don't want to do but be rewarded heavily, or only do things you don't want, or only do things you want to do but never obtain anything spectacular in life? I'm gonna go with this one. Hey, what's up, Will? If someone disliked you, would you rather know or not know? I would rather know. If someone was madly in love with you, would you rather know or not know? I'd rather know. If you had to choose between your favorite pet and your favorite person, which would you likely choose? Person. Pets can be discarded. If you could change your mind or change your body, what would you rather change? I would rather change my mind. Well, I mean, I wouldn't want to change my mind. I guess I would change my body. Though there's nothing about my body I would actually change, so... Damn. Would you rather sleep in a pitch black room or with all the lights on? Probably with all the lights on. Would you rather sleep in a room that's too hot or a room that's too cold? Too hot. Would you rather sleep on the forest floor for a night or in a rowboat in the middle of the ocean? Oh, hell yeah, forest floor. Fuck that. Would you rather swim with sharks or run with bulls? Run with bulls, because I can't even swim, so I would obviously be dead. What you been up to, Will? Would you rather plant a tree or plant a small vegetable garden? Let's go with vegetable garden. Would you rather build a wall out of brick or a fence out of wood? Let's go with fence. Would you rather have a moat with alligators around your house or a turret system with heat-seeking missiles? Turret system sounds amazing. Would you rather text or talk on the phone? I like texting. Would you rather write a letter to a friend or receive a handwritten letter from a friend? Receive a letter. Would you rather give someone a present or receive a present? I would rather give a present. Would you rather be naked for a day or wear an uncomfortable amount of clothes for a day? Overclothed for a day. Would you rather drink too much water or eat too much food? Probably drink too much water. Would you rather give up games forever or give up social communication? Oh, that's tough. Give up games. Would you rather have to steal food to survive or forage, hunt for your own food? I'd rather steal my food. Would you rather lose your teeth or lose your toes? I'd rather lose my teeth. Would you rather feel loved or make someone feel loved? I'd rather someone else feel loved. Thank you for your answers. I find them all to be very intriguing. We're going to end with some simple answers to some potentially not so simple questions. Some of these may not be easy for you to provide an answer for, where some of these may require a bit of extra strength. Thought. Be advised that it's always better to take your time and be thoughtful with your answers than it is to make a mistake and answer improperly. Okay. However, even if you do provide an incorrect answer, there's room for error. There's a reason why you aren't allowed to go back and change your answers. Remember that. Now let us continue. Do you get a solid 8 hours of sleep every night? No. Absolutely no. Do ringing phones give you anxiety? Yes. Are you afraid of the dark? I guess yes. Let's go with yes. Are you uncomfortable in front of people whom you don't personally know? No. Would you consider yourself to be the life of the party? It depends. It really depends on which party we're at. I'll go with yes. Are you afraid of dying? No. Do you have any regrets in your life? Yes. Are you proud of who you are? Yes. Are you afraid of who you might become? No. Do you feel accomplished? No, not yet. Do you enjoy trying new things? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be open-minded? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be smart? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be happy on most days? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be wise? Yes. Are you good at math? Yes. Do you enjoy hearing conspiracies? Yeah, I do. That's fun. Do you enjoy learning about historic figures? No, not particularly. Do you enjoy hearing supernatural stories? Yeah, they're fun. Do you believe in a higher power? Maybe. So I'll go with yes. Do you believe in karma, or that energy, positive or negative, can come back to us depending on what we put out? Yes. Do you have any pets? Nope. Do you feel loved by your friends and family? Yes. Do you ever feel alone in life? No. Do you ever feel ashamed of who you are? No. Would you consider yourself to be a skeptical person? Yes. Do you ever put up emotional walls out of fear of being hurt? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be trusting? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be loyal? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be honest? Yes. Do you like animals better than people? No. If you could press a button and change your physique, would you? Probably not. Have you ever felt like an outcast? Yes. Is your social standing important to you? Yes. If you asked yourself what the most important thing to you was, and then it was immediately taken away, would you still be content with your life moving forward? Yes. Do you ever feel proud of yourself? Yes. Do you ever have a hard time giving yourself credit? Yes. Are you oftentimes self-deprecating? Yes. Do you have a fear of abandonment? Yes. Do you have a fear of the unknown? No. Do you have a fear of rejection? No. Have you ever rejected someone else? Yes. Has anyone ever said unkind things to you? Yes. Have you ever said unkind things to someone else? Yes. Do you believe that everyone deserves a second chance? Yes, absolutely. If you made a grave mistake or did something you know you shouldn't have done, would you want a second chance? Yes. Are you optimistic? Yes. Are you ever filled with a sense of dread or impending doom? No. Would you consider yourself to be a hater? No. Do you believe that just because something doesn't apply to you, that it's probably useless to everyone else as well? No, that's ridiculous. Do you believe that you have what it takes to achieve something great in your life? Hell yes. Has anyone ever put down your dreams or aspirations? Yes. Has anyone ever told you that you can't do something? Yes. Has anyone ever admired you or looked up to you? Yes. Have you ever let someone down? Probably. Have you ever let yourself down? Yes. Would you consider yourself to have a pure heart? Yes. Would you consider yourself to have a short temper? No. You read so nice? Thanks, Wolfie. Do you believe that violence solves some situations? No. Do you believe that there's a chance that the world can obtain global peace? Yes. Have you ever ridden an animal? Yes. Have you ever consumed a substance that you shouldn't have consumed? Yes, definitely. Have you ever felt like a plastic bag blowing in the wind? No. I don't let life just carry me wherever it wants to take me. I take charge of my life. Do you enjoy drinking coffee? No. Do you enjoy drinking tea? No. Would you say that you're a good chef? Yes. Do you enjoy baking? Hell yes. Do you enjoy arts and crafts? Yes. Are you a do-it-yourself type of person? Yes. No. Yes. Do you enjoy coloring? Yes. Do you enjoy reading? Yes. Do you typically like documentaries? Yes. Do you find flowers to be pretty? Yes. Do you like exotic pets or animals? No. Would you consider yourself to be physically fit? Nope! Do you typically find yourself in situations that you ought not to be in? No. Do you have a difficult time controlling your impulses? No. Do you believe that sometimes it's okay to steal things? Yes. Do some fragrances give you severe headaches? No. Do you enjoy swimming? No. Do you enjoy heavy amounts of physical activity? Actually, I do, but I'm not physically fit. Would you consider yourself to be creative? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be special? I think everyone's special in their own way, right? Would you consider yourself to be talented? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be egotistical? A bit, probably. Are you allergic to any animals? No. Are you allergic to any medication? No. Are you allergic to any foods? Nope. Have you ever been afraid of someone? Yes. Have you ever been afraid of yourself? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be a warrior? Yes. Would you say that you're brave? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be strong? Yeah. Do you ever feel weak? No. Do you have a difficult time being vulnerable with people? Yes. Are you afraid of being judged negatively by your peers? Yes and no. I'm gonna go with no. If your world came crashing down around you, do you think you could survive it? Yes. And I'd do it again and again and again. Do you ever put yourself in risky situations? Absolutely. Do you often step outside of your comfort zone? Yes. Is there some sort of problem that you've always dealt with, but haven't been able to figure out an answer to? Yes. Do you ever feel like there's a void in yourself that you just can't seem to fill? Yes. Have you ever overanalyzed a bunch of questions regardless of their relevancy? Yes. Alright, that should be about enough. I think I've heard everything I needed to hear in order to give you my evaluation. Now, I'm going to present you a list of 3 separate hobbies or activities that you could pursue on your journey moving forward. It's important to note that if you feel like any of these 3 choices would be detrimental to your health or things you are incapable of doing, that you do not do them. Okay. Instead, replay the session and start from the beginning in order to obtain potentially new options that might be better suited for you. However, with that being said, if you are looking to venture forth into new experiences, you should not replay the session in order to just change your options, simply because none of the 3 questions interest you. None of the 3 options interest you. The options laid before you are given for a reason. Some of them may suit your personality, while others may be polar opposite of where your typical interests lie. Remember, this isn't about moving in a direction you're comfortable with. This is about getting out of your comfort zone and trying things you've never done in order to obtain things you've never had. This is meant to be a new experience, a new journey, something to help you grow and gain new perspectives, and hopefully help lead you to what you truly desire in life. Each of these ideas are meant to be pursued every day for 30 days to get a full benefit of the process. You don't have to enjoy it for 30 days, and you don't have to continue doing it if you don't enjoy it once the 30 days are over. This will help you build discipline and learn something new about yourself. And without further ado, your results are as follows. Choice number 1. Take pictures of some sort of scene and write a page about it. This is photography mixed with story creation. Essentially, what you're doing is taking a scene, perhaps a picture of a graveyard, or an eerie, darkened forest picture, and writing about how it makes you feel. What vibe does it give off? How does the scene speak to you? If this were a scene in a movie, what would be going on in it? Every day for 30 days, take a new picture of new scenery, even if you're setting up objects in your own home and taking a picture of them from an odd angle. However, you have to accomplish this task. Just be consistent with it. And write a page about it. Create your own story and see what sort of lessons your brain uncovers for you to grow. Choice number 2. Try eating a new type of food every day and then write a review about it. Whether you're cooking it yourself, having a friend or family member cook for you, going to a new restaurant, or trying a new cheap snack from the supermarket that you've never tried before. Just try something new, even if it's something you know you'd like. Try various brands of the same thing. And if it's something you wouldn't like, try it anyway and write about how awful it is. Wow, that sounds really therapeutic. That's interesting. This is going to bring a heavy level of knowledge as you're constantly trying new things, but in small doses, and actually breaking down your likes and dislikes in your review of the item. There's a lot of unusual knowledge to be gained from this process that you might not be thinking about. Choice number 3. Write a diary page about everything positive in your day, as well as everything negative. It's important to the process to do both of these things in order to keep the balance. If you think of one negative thing, you must think of one positive thing to add to the list as well. It can be as simple as, the food I ate today was disgusting, but at least I ate food and I'm not starving to death. That's really interesting as well. Practice every day for 30 days, just writing a page of equal positives and equal negatives. This isn't just for the purpose of looking on the bright side of things. It's also a good practice for breaking down positive things and making sure that you aren't settling for things that are less than the best for you. For example, I drank a really good cup of coffee this morning, but unfortunately it's very expensive, so I can't afford it all the time. Use your positives to elevate the negatives, and use your negatives to bring your positives down to a manageable level, so you're not entirely satisfied to keep you always pushing forward for more in life. Satisfaction is the death of desire, and while it's always nice to be content with what we have, there's no shame in pushing for more. As with all of our titles, I'd like to give you a secret word. Your word for this session is deserving. If there's anything I can leave you with, let it be this. A smart man knows how smart he is. A wise man knows how smart he isn't. In a world full of the ignorant, ruled over by the educated, be wise enough to be able to learn from both. Out of the 3 choices you've been given, it's recommended that you choose only one of them to pursue over the next 30 days, and then go from there. Okay, so there's one that I actually kind of want to do. And it would be interesting talking about it every single day on stream. I can't pursue it yet. Because I'm fasting right now. But maybe when I'm done fasting, I'd be down to try this. I want to try the food one, where you eat a new food every single day, and then you write about it. But I guess I could just speak about it on stream. Maybe I'll do that. That actually sounds really fun. Again, it's not about interest level, it's about growth. With that being said, it's also about being safe and responsible in all ways. So if you cannot safely do the choices given for physical, mental, or emotional reasons, then please do not attempt them, and perhaps play the session over again to find something more suitable for your situation. Many, many, many of the most influential people in history and most successful of business practitioners started their journeys by doing something that have absolutely nothing to do with what they currently do. It's because of their open-mindedness and ability to attempt new things that others are too stubborn to give a chance, that they were able to succeed in life ventures that others will never aspire to. At the end of the day, we're just random people saying random things. Much like your brain, we talk, but you don't have to listen if you so choose. Take what applies to you and benefits you and discard the rest. Always remember that no matter how lost we might feel, no one knows you better than you know yourself. Trust in your own instincts and follow what your heart tells you. Your result has been based on many different variables and may vary with each playthrough dependent on a multitude of factors. We hope you enjoyed your experience and have learned something or taken away something positive from this experience. If you'd like to leave a comment for us with your secret word, and as with all of our projects, we take those secret words and apply them to our main project, Chasing Demons. We'll also be selecting some of you to be included in Chasing Demons, which you can find on Steam and add to your wishlist for future announcements and release information. We will also be taking your name from the comments and placing them in the credits of our upcoming RPG title. And as a thank you for your participation and support, we really, truly appreciate you, and we look forward to reading your words and thoughts. If you left your secret word for us on the other titles, we've read your feedback and it's helped us to construct this project, as well as other titles that we're currently developing. We will always read every comment we get. You won't go unnoticed. If you'd like to support us by playing our other projects and leaving your secret words for us, we'd greatly appreciate it, and we'll have a link to our other games on the main title screen. Again, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts, and we hope you got some form of enjoyment or enlightenment out of this session. Alright, guys. That's, I guess, the next chapter, and whatever these devs are putting together. Devs, you keep telling me which games you're making, and I'll probably keep picking them up, because they're always fun. So, anyway, guys, this is going to be the end of the video, and probably the end of the stream overall, because this is just going to be a short stream for now. I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe. I'll see you guys then, and hope you guys have a good one. And if you guys actually end up picking up this game, let me know what your words is in the Discord. Anyway, you guys have a good one. Later.